In this video we're going to look at how to use the optional Airfix Masking Set designed for the 1/24th scale Messerschmitt Bf109G. This masking set includes both internal and external options for all three canopy sections, allowing you to achieve a far more accurate and realistic finish than exterior masking alone. The sheet is well labelled, with each mask marked for either the inside or outside surface, and the diagram on the back clearly shows the position of every piece. Throughout this video we'll take you through the process of masking each canopy part, we'll be explaining what to look out for and sharing a few tips we picked up while working on the model previously. We'll start with the front windscreen, which features a solid lower frame edge and more tapered angles above. These tapered sections can make positioning difficult if you rely on them, so the key is always anchor the mask against the straightest, most defined edge of the frame. Once you've identified that reliable edge, gently rest the mask in place without pressing it firmly down. This gives you time to float the piece into the perfect position, checking from above to ensure everything lines up before committing. When the fit looks right, lightly press the mask around the frame without forcing it into the corners, as too much pressure can distort the edges. Applying the interior mask to this section demands a little more care. The inner framework isn't as sharp or obvious, so it can help to slightly curve the mask beforehand to prevent it from sticking prematurely. Using the exterior mask as a reference ensures both sides match up. And while a slight overhang here or there isn't an issue, keeping things as symmetrical as possible gives the cleanest final result. Now moving on to the middle canopy, you'll notice it combines both clearly defined hard edges and softer beveled areas. This means your alignment points may vary from side to side, so again the most reliable method is to start on whichever edge gives you the cleanest frame line to reference. Gently place each mask, adjust it until you're happy, and then settle it into position. The interior masks for this section are generally similar in shape to the exterior ones, though some differ slightly. Matching them visually to the outside helps maintain alignment, and carefully placing them along the bottom and side edges where the frame is sharpest gives the best results. Because the interior and exterior colours of the Bf109G are very close in tone, small deviations won't be obvious, but accuracy still helps produce a crisp finish. The rear canopy is a little different from the others. The external frame is nicely moulded, but the internal frame doesn't exist at all, which means that without the interior masks, the internal strut would remain unpainted and noticeably incorrect. This is one of the main reasons the optional masking set is so valuable. The exterior masks fit over the curved front edge and follow the shape of the part, while the interior masks must be carefully aligned with the central raised area so the internal frame appears sharp and symmetrical once painted. Curved surfaces can be a bit trickier, so take your time and allow the mask to follow the contour naturally. Once everything is in place, the interior and exterior of this part will look dramatically more accurate after painting, especially once the internal strut becomes visible. Before painting, it's important to avoid priming the inside of the canopy. Primer can show through beveled or polished edges and affect the clarity of the final appearance. If you choose not to use primer, remember that water-based acrylics won't bond properly to bare plastic and will simply rub away. For this reason, solvent-based acrylics like lacquer paints are the best choice. For this build, the interior colour is RLM66, while the exterior uses the usual Messerschmitt camo shades such as the RLM 74, 75 and 76. When applying the interior colour, use light, dry coats and avoid any noticeably wet passes. If the paint looks shiny on contact, it's going on too heavily. Mist the colour on gradually and use the outside of the canopy to judge whether the frame is evenly covered. The rear canopy's central strut is especially important here as it defines the look of the cockpit once installed. After the interior coat is complete, the same approach is used for the exterior. Light, controlled passes will give you the most consistent finish, and the paint dries almost instantly when applied correctly. Once the paint is dried, the masks can be removed. A cocktail stick is ideal for lifting the edge of each piece without scratching the surface, though you can use a blade if you're confident using one. Carefully peel the masks away and you'll see the crisp, sharply defined framework appear on both the inside and outside of the canopy. This is where the benefit of the extra interior masks become most obvious, especially on the rear section where the internal strut now appears properly painted. After demasking all three canopy pieces, you're left with a beautifully clean and realistic finish ready to be installed on the model. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.